Okay, so yesterday we stopped at which problem? Do you remember? Let's see. Oh yes, thank you. I think we have done 18.07, right? So I read your work. Okay, and today let's start with, and actually we have done this also. Okay, so what else can we do? So I think this one. Okay, 20.05. Let's do this question together, okay, as a warm-up exercise. Okay, and then I will ask you to do another one. Okay. So we have a function fx. Sometimes, just want to remind you that sometimes the question will just give you the function name fx, but without any context, okay, and without any formula. But for this type of problems, okay, then normally the question will give you the formula, okay, on how to calculate the value of fx. So this part is the formula. This part is the name of the function. Okay, right hand side is the formula of the function, right? Okay, and then if we have the formula, then we can calculate any function value. Okay, the question asks us to find the value of f1 plus beta minus f1 minus beta. So there are two f values, right? And then we are going to find them one by one, separately first. Okay, the first one, f1 plus beta, is just equal to, just replace all the x by 1 plus beta. It will be more secure if you put a pair of brackets. Sorry, we have 3 times x squared, right? Becomes 3 times 1 plus beta bracket square minus bracket 1 plus beta. And then minus 2 is just minus 2. Okay, can you get the idea? And then we need to expand the brackets. Okay, but careful. This bracket is an a plus b bracket square. So we need to use the identity a squared plus 2ab plus b squared to expand the bracket. But there is a 3 multiplying to this. So we just keep the 3 first and then expand the bracket inside this bracket. 1 squared plus 2 times 1 times beta. Okay, and then plus beta square, right? It's a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And then there is no square for the second bracket. We can just remove the bracket. But careful, it is a negative bracket. So it becomes minus 1 and minus beta. Okay, and don't forget the minus 2 at the end. Okay, and then just simplify the terms inside the bracket first. Okay, we just keep the 3 here. 1 square is just 1, and then plus 2 times 1 times beta. When everything is multiplying together, okay, we just take those can be multiplied together first, okay, to calculate that. I mean, okay, it's 2 times 1, just number. Then you may calculate the value. It's just 2 times beta, okay, and then beta squared minus 1 minus beta minus 2, and we further remove this bracket. Becomes 3 plus and then 6 beta plus 3 beta squared minus 1 minus beta minus 2. And there are some like terms also. Okay, and we write down the terms according to the index, to the power, okay, of the unknown. So we write 3 beta squared first, and then 6 beta minus 1 beta becomes plus 5 beta. And for the constant term, we have 3 and then minus 1 minus 2. Okay, so we just think that it should be just completely cancelled, right? Becomes 0. So there is no more constant term here. Get this? Okay. And then so this is what we want to prepare for the f1 plus beta like this. Can you see? Okay, and we also need to prepare for the f1 minus beta. Okay, just do it again. f1 minus beta is equal to 3 times 1 minus beta square minus bracket 1 minus beta minus 2. Okay, can you expand the bracket for me now? Expand the bracket and then simplify the like terms. And formula for the identity for a minus b bracket square is a square minus 2ab and then plus, yes, b square. Okay. Good. Can you get this? For the f1 minus beta, it should be 3 beta square minus 7 beta. This is 7. Oh, sorry, it's my fault. It should be 5. Yes, because this one is not correct. It should be minus 5. Am I correct now? Okay, thank you. Yes, just remind me. Just amend my mistake. It's okay. Okay, so this is the second preparation. The question asks to find the difference between these two functions' values. Okay, so we just put them together to find the answer. F bracket 1 plus beta minus F bracket 1 minus beta should be equal to, so normally I will put a bracket to this first, 3 beta square plus 5 beta, and then minus the bracket 3 beta square minus 5 beta. Okay, and then I will remove the brackets. First bracket is just a bracket, a positive bracket, so we just remove it. Okay, and the second bracket is a negative bracket, so you just need to remember the minus. The minus sign will be shared by every term inside the bracket. So it is minus 3 beta square plus 5 beta. Okay. So after expanding all the brackets, so you need to calculate the like terms. The beta square terms are completely cancelled by each other. Okay, so there will be no more beta square term. So what is the answer? What is your? Should be just 10 beta. Yes. Okay, can you find the option? Yes, option B should be 10 beta, right? Because we have 5 beta plus 5 beta. Okay, the square terms are completely cancelled. Okay, one positive, one negative. Okay, so they are cancelled by each other. What is remaining is just this term and this term adding together. Okay. you follow? How do we know? Oh, sorry. It's okay. So what is the last question we can do in this multiple choice practice about part function? Should be 21.07. Okay. So can you use 2 minutes to try to do question number 21.07? Already finished. Yes, good. So let me give you another first. This one is actually slightly more difficult, but can you try everything you can do? Okay, so what can you do here? You have a function fx, and you have a formula, but this time inside the formula there are two unknowns, the h and k. When you have two unknowns, then most probably you need to set up equation 1 and equation 2 to solve the two unknowns, to solve the simultaneous equations. Do you understand what I did? Yes, that is correct. Basically, this is two equations. This should be 1. Okay. Yes. Yes. And then you just merge this. Just merge them together immediately. That's good. Any idea? What information is given? F0 is equal to F8, and they are both equal to 1. Okay, so this is the given information. And the given information is about F0 and F8. So what can we do now? Just calculate F0 and calculate F8 ourselves first. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, so this is a must. Okay, you can't skip this step. Okay, you need to calculate F0 and F8 yourself first. Okay, but when you are calculating F0 and F8, you will involve the two unknowns h and k in your calculation. You cannot find them immediately. Okay, so just keep the unknowns h and k in your calculation first. Okay, so can you now find F0 equals to something, and then F8 equals to something first. Okay, so maybe I do the F0 with you together. Okay, F0 is just equal to 0 plus h times 0 minus 3 plus k. Can you get this? Then, what can be calculated? 0 plus h. So any number plus 0 is just that number. Okay, so first bracket becomes h. And then at 0 minus 3, 0 minus 3 can be calculated. It should be just -3, right? And then plus k. So h times -3 becomes -3h. And then plus k. And this is our f0. But what is the value of f0? What is the given value of f0? It is equal to 1. So I'm going to put it equal to 1. Okay? Therefore, our -3h plus k should be equal to 1. And I'm going to label this to be our equation 1. Can you get this? Can you set up equation 2 for me? By using the f8 equals to 1. Equation 2. So we are going to calculate f8. Should be like this, right? And careful. So I just found that some of you mistakenly change this 8 plus h to be just 8 times h. Okay, it cannot be changed to 8 times h, right? 8 and h are not like terms, so they cannot be calculated together. Just keep it. So what can be calculated now is just 8 minus 3 becomes 5, right? Okay, and then what's next? I can multiply 5 into the bracket, into every term inside the bracket. So the 5 should be shared by the 8, becomes 40. And then plus the h times 5, which is 5h. And then plus k. Can you get this to be f8? But what should be the value? What is the given value of f8? f8 is equal to 1. Okay, so I'm going to put my f8 to be equal to 1. Okay, and I just move the 40 to the right hand side. 1 minus 40 becomes -39. And label this to be equation 2. Can you get this? Okay, and now we have set the equation 1 and equation 2, and just found that the k terms and k terms here are exactly the same. So I'm going to use the subtraction of the equation to cancel out the k terms. Okay? So just use equation 2 to minus equation 1. Did you do this? And then in equation 2, we have 5h. and then minus the h term in equation 1 is negative 3h. And for the k terms in equation 2, which is 1k, and then minus the 1k in equation 1, that will be completely cancelled. Okay, and then on the right-hand side of the equation, we have negative 39 from equation 2 to minus the 1 from equation 1. Okay, and then we just do the calculation. 5h double negative becomes plus 3h. So I have 8h is equal to negative 40, right? Finally, h is calculated to be equal to negative 5. Is that the answer? Is that the answer? No, careful. Why not? Negative 5 is not the answer. Yes, because the question is not asking you to find the value of h. The question is asking you to find the value of k. So we need to put our value of h into either equation 1 or equation 2. So negative 3 times negative 5 plus k is equal to 1. We have 15 plus k equals 1. Finally, k should be negative 14. Okay, and then the answer is option A. Get this? Okay, do you have any problems for this question? So maybe let's go to the second set of questions now. So let me give you the second set. Can you have it? Thank you. Thank you. So everyone should have one piece of revision notes on percentage. So those are the formulas about everything in this topic. Okay, and then one set of DSE past paper. Okay, the first 2 pages will be the long questions, and then the last 2 pages should be the multiple choice questions. Okay, you have this. You have both of them. Okay, good. Do you have the notes and past papers? So in the following lesson, I will just focus on, let's go to the notes, revision notes first. I'll just focus on the third part of this note, which is on page 3. Can you find this? Page 3. So it is about the cost price, market price, and selling price. Okay, which actually we have learned this in Form 1, but actually there are so many questions in DSE and actually past CE exam. Okay, and which is about the cost price, selling price, and market price. Okay, so let us just do some drilling on this. So please stand up. And and say good morning to teachers. Okay. Okay, so in this lesson, I will talk about the cost price, mark price, and selling price. I'm just repeating what I have just said a minute before, okay? And because this topic will appear very frequently in your DSE exam, okay? So let us do a little bit more drilling on this topic, okay? So in this topic, it is about a transaction. So I would like you to make the following notes in your revision notes. Okay. Sorry. In a transaction, normally we will have three different prices. The most original one should be the cost price. Okay, and then we will have the mark price. I'll just put it down first. And finally, we will have the selling price. Okay, so what are those? So if I want to sell you a car, for example, okay, the car that I have used, for example, $10,000 to obtain that car, and I don't want it now, okay, and I put it to sell. The $10,000, that is the cost price I have obtained this car, will be the cost price in this transaction. And then I would like to sell to Zhang Huaqiu, sell the car to Zhang Huaqiu, okay? And I want to sell it, I intend to sell it with $20,000, okay, to make a profit, okay? But I know you for a few years, okay? And then I would like to give you a discount percentage, okay? So the $20,000, that is the price I intended to sell you, will be the mark price, not the actual selling price. Okay, because at the end, because of our friendship, I will give you a discount. Okay, so I will give you a discount percent of 20%. Then after doing the 20% discount, the actual selling price, the actual price that after the transaction will be the selling price of this transaction. Okay, so that is the actual money that you have given me. Okay, that I received. Okay, and it depends on whether it is larger than cost price or less than cost price to see whether I have got a profit or loss. Okay, so I would like you to focus on the order. The most original one should be the cost price, and then the bigger one should be the mark price, and the final one should be the selling price in one complete transaction. Okay, and then normally we will consider the profit or loss, right? The profit and loss will be the relationship between the cost price and the selling price. Okay, so which is in your revision notes already. Okay, you just need to mark it down like this. This should be the profit or loss. I mean, the profit or loss is actually a relationship between the cost price and the selling price. When you see this type of keywords, you need to think about the cost price and selling price. Okay, profit, loss, or sometimes it will be profit percent, loss percent. Okay, and then so I have also mentioned that when I have given the mark price, and when it comes to the actual selling, then I may give you a discount. Okay, then the discount will be the relationship between the mark price and the actual selling price. That is this relationship. Okay, so this is about the discount. Okay, so when you see this type of keyword, discount amount or discount percentage, you should immediately think of the relationship between the mark price and the selling price. Okay, so did you write it down? Okay, on your revision notes on page 3, right? Yes. And there are two types of question or two types of exam techniques that we need to learn. Okay, in each of the following relationship. Okay, for example, if the transaction is a profit, okay, then we can find the profit percentage. If the question asks us to find the profit percentage, then we are going to use this type of formula. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate to you with the example later. Okay, in this lesson. Okay, and then if it is given the profit percentage, then we will set up the equation using this line. Okay, for the same, if it is question is asking you to find the loss percentage, we are going to do the calculation like this, following these steps. And if it is given the loss percentage, we are going to use this line, start with this line. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate. But I would like you to write down one more line first because it is missing out. When the question is asking you to find the discount percentage, it is like this. But I just missed out one point. Okay, if the question is giving you the discount percentage. Okay, so please write this down here. If it is given discount percentage, okay, then we are going to set up the equation like this. The selling price should be equal to the mark price times 1 minus discount percentage. Can you see this? Here. So you can write this down first. Okay. So the concept is basically like this. Okay. And we are going to go to the DSE problems. So I would like to do the question 14.06 first. Let's go to page 1. So I will do this question with you together, and then I will ask you to do the second one. Okay, so that is 19.05. Okay, so you may try to follow my order. Okay, so let's go to 14.06. That is on page 1. Okay, so let's read the question first. So the mark price of the toy is $255. The toy is now sold at a discount of 40% on its mark price. Okay, and the question asks you to find the selling price of the toy. So can you tell me, in the revision notes, which part should we use here? Okay, what is given? What is the information given? Discount percentage and also the mark price. Yes, very good. Okay, so if we have the mark price and the discount percentage, okay, we will use this one, given discount percentage. Can you see this? Okay, and then we will start with this line. Selling price is equal to mark price times 1 minus discount percentage. Okay, and part A, it is luckily that the question is just asking us to find the selling price, okay, which is involved in this equation, right? Okay, so let's start with this. Selling price should be equal to the mark price. Mark price is given to be $255 and then times bracket 1 minus 40%. Okay, and so I don't have a calculator. 153. Yes, thank you very much. Should be $153. Can you get this answer? That's correct. Okay, good. So this is the selling price. Okay, so you believe that you have already got 2 marks. Okay, in the DSE. Okay, so this is the selling price in part A. And then, if the percentage profit is 2%, find the cost of the toy. Okay, so what is given in part B? Percentage profit or per profit percentage is 2%. Okay, so in your revision notes, which line should we use to start with the equation? Okay, selling price is equal to cost price times 1 plus profit percentage. Can you find that line? Should be this one. Okay, can you find this? So because it is given the profit percentage, so we will start with this line. Selling price equals cost price times 1 plus profit percent. Like this. Okay. And we have already found the selling price in part A, which is $153, right? And it is equal to the cost price, which is what we want to find. Okay. So we may just let C be the cost price. Okay. And in the DSE exam, we do not need to write down the let statement. Okay, we just use the unknown. Okay, but don't forget to write down the conclusion at the end. Okay, after calculation, just write down the conclusion. Okay, you don't need to write down the let statement. Okay, just use the C, and then times 1 plus. Okay, 1 plus. The profit percent is 2%. Okay, and then. So I'm afraid that some of you are not so familiarized with using the calculator. Because normally I will change this percentage into a decimal number first. Okay, it will be just 0.02, right? And then plus 1. That is like this. C times 1.02. Okay, and finally we want to find the value of C, so we just divide the 1.02 to the left. Okay, so can you tell me what is the answer? 150. Okay, should be $150. Can you get this from your calculator? So really need to use the calculator to check whether you know how to use. Okay, and as what I've said, don't forget to write down the conclusion. Therefore, the cost of the toy is $150. Okay, 2 marks again. Can you get this? Okay. Okay, now, so I would like you to try to do the question, which one? 19.05, yes. So I give you 3 minutes. Yes. Part A. Good. So can you do it? You just do part A. Thank you very much. Okay, let's check the answers. So in question number 19.05, wait. Okay. So a wallet is sold at a discount of 25% on its mark price. Okay, and the selling price of the wallet is $690. Okay, if you have no idea what it is talking about, just focus on the number first. Okay, 25%, and then to see what it is. What is it? 25%. What does it represent? It should be the yes discount percent. Yes, thank you. Okay, discount percent. And then there is another number, which is $690. Okay, and what does it represent? So it's selling price. Thank you. Okay, so we have the discount percent and we have the selling price. And according to our notes, if we have the discount percent, not this. If it is given the discount percent, that's what I just told you here. Then we will start with this equation. I mean, this one. Selling price is equal to mark price times 1 minus discount percentage. Is that okay? So we just write down this and replace anything we know in this equation. So the selling price now is $690. So we have this one, right? It's equal to the mark price. The mark price is unknown yet. Okay, so just write an M to let M to be the mark price. Okay, but you do not need to write down the let statement. And then times 1 minus the discount percentage. So 1 minus discount percentage is 25%. Okay, just like this. So that is completely correct. Okay, and then can you find one little mistake? Yes, so it's not. Yes, it should be percent. It's not an angle. It's a degree. That's okay. So I think you know the meaning, right? Okay, but it's just a writing mistake. It should be 1 minus 25%. Okay, that's why you can change it to 0.75. Okay, and then just divide it to the left-hand side and calculate that M should be 920, and that is correct. Can you get this answer? Yes, good. Okay. You may write $920. The dollar sign is also okay. So M is equal to this. What? It's okay. And then part B. After selling the wallet, the percentage profit is 15%. Find the cost of the wallet. And again, we have already found the mark price and we have the selling price. And now there's an extra information. Okay, so that is 15%. What does it represent? Percentage profit. Yes. Okay. So now we know the percentage profit, and then we search in our revision notes. Which line should we use to start? If we know the percentage profits, can you find? If it is given the percentage profits, then we should start with this line. Can you get this? Okay, so the selling price should be equal to the cost price times 1 plus profit percent. So let's see whether our classmate is correct. 690 is the selling price, right? It's given. And it should be equal to the cost price, which is unknown. So we just let C be the cost price, times 1 plus the profit percent, which is 15% in this question. Okay, so it is 1.15 C, and then just divide this to the left, and you can find that C is equal to 600. Okay, so that is the conclusion. Is that okay? So so that is the question number 19.05. For the next one, I would like to talk about 21.06, but I don't think I have enough time to complete this today. Okay, but let us do some preparation in this weekend, and then I'm going to talk about the following questions. Please write down the order. Okay, 21.06, and then 18.07, and then 15.06. Okay, and we still have 2 questions in the multiple choice in page 3 to page 6. Can you find them? Which is related to the cost price, mark price, and selling price. Can you find them now? So which questions are related to this topic? 0.09. Is that correct? Any more? 20.09. Good. 20.09. That's correct. But 15.09 is actually not. Okay, it's about just percentage change. Okay, there is one more. There is one more related topic. Can you find this? $13.10. Can you see that? It's about selling 2 cars, and then one has a percentage gain, means for percentage profit, and the other will have a percentage loss. Okay, can you get this? So this just circle these 2 problems. Okay, and then we are going to talk about these problems next week. Okay, so please remember to bring this back next week. Okay, so stand up. Okay, so please say goodbye to teachers. Goodbye, class.